Well, it's been an exciting morning so far. Yesterday, we were coming out of a different block, and we were on the road out here and drove by and saw a pretty good buck standing right here where I'm sitting right now. It's a hill, and it drops down on both sides. So we decided we'd come back in here yesterday evening and hunt this block. Well, I got dropped off down the road, and Hatch drove on by here, and he phoned me immediately and told me those deer were still here. And this was 3 or 4 hours later. So I snuck in as close as I could. I saw the deer through the binoculars over here, saw one good buck. So I had to pick a tree back over there and get in it as quick as I could and as quietly as I could. And I wasn't in a good position. So right before dark, there were deer everywhere. There were does all over the place. I had one get up in front of me. I saw her get up out of her bed when I grunted. So there were at least three good bucks that I saw here. Well, one thing led to another, didn't kill anything. We got out of here at dark. We saw some huge bucks down the road. So we decided we were coming back to this block. So I got in a better position this morning. There was a doe across the road in front of us when we were coming down here. And I knew she was going to bust me. So for the whole time that I was getting my climber set up, she was over there a couple 100 yards away blowing, just hard as she could blow. She finally left. I get up the tree, and I'm no more up here and got everything like I wanted. And I see out the corner of my eye 2 deer walking behind me. I couldn't tell what they were. And from behind, I was wide open to them. So I had to be really careful. So I took my phone, the camera, and held it up over my shoulder and was filming back there behind me. Brought it back around and looked at the film, at the video, and saw that it was a buck. One of them was a buck. Turns out both of them were. One of them is the one I shot, laying on the ground down here in front of me. The other one was a spike. Well, I shot, and I think I missed him the first shot. I'm not sure. But he ran around here, over here beside me, 45, 50 yards. And I popped him again and he ran right over here and died. He came to the shot and came in from downwind. Well, the other deer, the spike, I don't know if he even lifted his head up when I shot. He didn't pay it any mind. So, meanwhile, this one's over here dead. Next thing I know, I hear something, and there's a couple of does running out of here. And they got passed by two more does running in. And meanwhile, in the middle of those four deer, here comes another doe out and a spike chasing her. So they ran circles around me 2 or 3 times. I tried to get some of it on video. But he ran her right by, almost over the top of the dead buck. They come circled around here under me, and I held the phone over the side, and I think she saw me. Yeah, when she did, she carried him on across the road. So I guess they're gone. As hard as he's running her, they may be back. So it's nice and cool this morning. It was about 40 when we got in here. So it's not going to hurt to let that deer lay a little while. And we're just going to play it out and see what happens. So y'all keep watching. You're telling what'll happen next. Yeah, pretty good buck right there. Well, he's got a heck of a scar on top of his head there. I don't know what that's all about. Got some stickers on him. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. Yeah, pretty good buck. Pretty good buck. Glad to have him. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Mr. Hatch, for letting me be your guest out here hunting. Well, been sitting here pretty much all afternoon. Haven't seen a deer. Saw some down there, and I heard a shot earlier and thought maybe it was him, but it wasn't. So got just a little over an hour of shooting light left. So unless something happens, this will be my last interview on this video. So we'll just have to see what happens. I would have thought there'd been deer out here by now. But you don't always get it right. And they may just come out just before dark. They came out about 30 minutes before yesterday, before I ran out of shooting light. That's when most of the activity was. They were pouring in here. So that may be what happens tonight. So anyway, if nothing happens, I want you to know I really appreciate everybody watching my videos. When I make videos out here, they're not going to be, I can't bring all my camera equipment and do like I can do elsewhere. So I have to piece it together using my phone and my Tacticams, a little bit from the lid cam, that kind of thing. So I do the best I can. I'm kind of worried about my Tacticam footage through the scope, because I noticed after I shot the deer this morning, the Tacticam had about come out of the apparatus that goes on the scope. I'm sure it was because of the recoil of the gun. I don't have it in there real tight. I got it where it's snug so I can take it apart by hand without having to use any tools. Don't have to use an Allen wrench every time I want to take it on or off. So I hope that it happened on the second shot. The first time I shot, I didn't get the crap knocked out of me. But the second time I did, it beamed me pretty good. Just the way I got behind it, I guess. But I hope it happened on the second shot and that the footage is okay. But I have to do the best I can with that kind of stuff. So I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. And if you get any entertainment out of it at all, please hit that like button, that thumbs up. And until I see you in the next one, there you go.